The Young and the Restless, one of the most intense episodes of the season, revolves around the relationship between Summer Newman, Kyle Abbott, and her mother, Phyllis Summers. The story becomes increasingly complicated as Jack Abbott and Billy Abbott each face their own issues, while Michael Baldwin also begins investigating Phyllis's unstable behavior. All of these elements create an engaging story full of drama and keep viewers glued to the screen. Jack Abbott and Billy Abbott. The tense confrontation. Jack Abbott has always been a clear-headed person who can handle difficult situations well, but now, he is facing serious situations that may threaten the stability of the Abbott family. A series of events makes Jack worry about the decisions he has made in the past. Suspicions about the family's secrets and internal conflicts begin to flare up, and Jack feels like he is in a spiral that is difficult to escape. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott, Jack's brother, cannot sit still when his family is in danger. Billy has always been the one to rush to the rescue when a loved one is in trouble, and this time is no exception. Despite having conflicts with Jack in the past, Billy knows that when the Abbott family is threatened, he cannot stand aside. Billy begins to take strong action to save the situation, but will his actions be enough to prevent the dangers lurking in the Abbott family? Phyllis Summers. An uncontrollable concern. Phyllis Summers, with her strong and sometimes unstable personality, has always been a conflicted character on The Young and the Restless. However, recently, she seems to be having more serious psychological problems. Phyllis's unstable behavior has become a worrying problem not only for her family but also for those around her. Summer, Phyllis's daughter, is increasingly worried and unable to do anything to help her mother. The signs of instability in Phyllis's behavior cannot go unnoticed, and this makes Michael Baldwin, as a talented lawyer, decide to investigate. Although Michael is a very intelligent person and can investigate the hidden truths, can he cope with the complexity of this situation? Phyllis is not someone who easily reveals her secrets, and while investigating, Michael will have to face many challenges and risks. Summer and Kyle, the lasting love with the difficulties in the family. Summer finds herself increasingly relying on Kyle Abbott. The feelings between Summer and Kyle, although they were stormy in the past, begin to grow stronger in the present. Summer is really worried about her mother's behavior, but this fear also brings her closer to Kyle. Kyle, who has always been a strong support in difficult times, begins to realize the need for Summer in his life, and their feelings for each other grow deeper. However, the relationship between Summer and Kyle is not a simple one. Both have their own pasts and secrets, and their bond is not always smooth. Although Summer can rely on Kyle in difficult times, can the fragility of their relationship last long when external tensions begin to rise? Claire, the rising resistance. While Summer is trying to pull Kyle closer, Claire, Summer's peer, shows little interest in her actions. Claire, who has always kept a certain distance from Summer's problems, tries to appear unaffected. However, Claire's indifference cannot last forever. She begins to feel the strain of seeing Summer increasingly dependent on Kyle, and this is pushing Claire to her limits. As the conflicts between Summer and Claire become more apparent, Claire is forced to confront her true feelings. Can she continue to be friends with Summer as her bond with Kyle grows stronger? Or will Claire have to stand up and face the truth about her true feelings for Kyle? Claire's resistance and the decisions she makes will be important turning points in this story. Many possibilities open up. This situation promises to bring dramatic moments in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. The events surrounding Phyllis, Summer, Kyle, Claire, Jack, Billy, and Michael all create a complex web of dramatic events and important decisions. The relationships between the characters will be tested, and no one can be sure how this story will end. Can Summer find peace in her relationship with Kyle, or will the tensions between her and Claire push things further? And can Phyllis control her behavior, or will she make things worse? This situation promises to bring dramatic moments in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. The events surrounding Phyllis, Summer, Kyle, Claire, Jack, Billy, and Michael all create a complex web of events and important decisions. The relationships between the characters will be tested, and no one can be sure how this story will end. Will Summer be able to find peace in her relationship with Kyle, or will the tensions between her and Claire push things further? And will Phyllis be able to control her behavior, or will she make things worse? This story will continue to develop, and viewers will have to follow the next developments to see who will be the winner in the battle of love, family, and loyalty. On The Young and the Restless, every character has their own crisis and challenges that they face, and Phyllis Summers is no exception. Recent developments surrounding Phyllis are pushing her to a critical crossroads, where she is facing mental and emotional instability. She is going through a difficult time, and this makes her not want her children, Summer and Daniel, to see her in a weak state. However, during this time, Billy Abbott will enter her life, bringing a ray of hope and possibly the only way for her to escape this terrible situation. This story gives viewers an insight into the weaknesses and strengths of the characters on The Young and the Restless, while also opening up new opportunities in complicated relationships. Phyllis and the emotional downfall. Phyllis Summers, one of the strong and charismatic characters on The Young and the Restless, has always been the one to stand firm in the face of difficulties. However, in recent episodes, she has been showing signs of emotional decline. The bad decisions in the past and the internal conflicts in the family have left her feeling tired and exhausted. Phyllis is no longer the confident and strong person she used to be, and this is a big change for this character. Feeling helpless and lonely makes Phyllis not want Summer and Daniel to see her in a weak state. She wants to protect them from her worries, not wanting them to feel worried or insecure about their mother. However, suppressing her emotions makes her feel more stressed and uncomfortable. Phyllis cannot get through this difficult period on her own, and the absence of close people makes her feel alone in this battle. Billy Abbott, the unexpected rescuer. While Phyllis is struggling with herself, Billy Abbott, who is always able to create tense and dramatic situations, becomes her rescuer. Billy, with his risk-taking personality and willingness to do anything to help those he cares about, enters Phyllis's life as a lifesaver. However, this help does not always come in a pleasant way. Phyllis, despite being in a state of depression, has a strange openness towards Billy. One of Billy's defining characteristics is that he always tries to make women feel more comfortable by taking them outside, perhaps to a high place where they can scream and release their emotions. This is not the first time he has used this tactic, and this time, Billy continues to offer Phyllis an unusual but effective option, a high place where she can scream and release her long-standing anxiety and stress. Although Phyllis is not the type to accept help easily, at this time, she knows she needs someone to share with. Billy, with his freedom and personality not bound by social norms, has become the only person Phyllis can trust at this time. The relationship between Phyllis and Billy is not a simple one. They have a complicated past and disagreements. However, the current situation forces them to put aside their differences and face the fact that they both need each other in some way. Phyllis, for all her annoyance and stubbornness, cannot deny that Billy is the only person who understands her at this time. She begins to realize that sometimes, it is necessary to let go of the broken pieces of the past and accept help, even from people she did not fully trust before. Billy, despite his strong and confident appearance, also has his weak sides, and in this encounter, he shows sympathy and understanding. Not only is he an outsider to Phyllis's life, but he also seems to be facing his own challenges. Their relationship could develop in a new direction, and perhaps become one of the more interesting storylines on The Young and the Restless. In recent episodes of The Young and the Restless, many tense details are gradually revealed, bringing viewers dramatic developments in the relationship between Diane Jenkins, Jack Abbott, and members of the Abbott family. The story is being pushed to a new level with the mystery of the true identity of Alan and Tracy's worries about potential threats. This episode not only highlights the complicated family relationship but also arouses curiosity about the hidden conspiracies, secrets, and unexpected twists in the lives of the characters. Diane Jenkins and the Abbott Mansion. A newly remade relationship. Diane Jenkins, the woman who has just returned to Genoa City, has always been a mysterious and potentially tumultuous character in the Abbott family. One of Diane's major concerns in recent times is the renovation of the Abbott Mansion. After a long absence, Diane has been putting her heart and soul into renovating the home that Jack Abbott once considered a symbol of his family. While there is no official word yet on when the changes will be announced, Diane remains confident that Jack will love the improvements when they are completed. This not only reflects Diane and Jack's relationship, but also has a deeper meaning in how Diane wants to represent the changes in her life, as well as her special interest in renovating the Abbott family image. She is rebuilding trust and connection with Jack, while also trying to assert her place in the family. However, this is not always easy, because the current situation is full of complications and uncertainties. Tracy Abbott and the Alan Laurent doubts. As Diane continues to publicize the changes to the Abbott Mansion, Jack's attention has gradually shifted to other matters. While Diane's concerns about the house renovation continue to drive her, Jack will not be able to avoid the problems the Abbott family is facing, especially the questions that Tracy Abbott raises about the identity of Alan Laurent. Tracy, with her keen analytical skills, will connect some disturbing details about Alan Laurent and realize that this man may not be who he claims to be. Tracy begins to question the identity of Alan and senses that there may be a hidden conspiracy behind the name. She begins to question whether Alan Laurent is actually the twin brother of Martin Laurent, who disappeared long ago. Tracy's suspicions grow as she realizes that some of the stories Alan has told about himself do not match. The situation becomes even more complicated when Tracy notices signs that Martin Laurent may still be alive and planning to meet his twin brother. This not only makes Tracy feel uneasy but also makes her skeptical about the safety of the Abbott family. Tracy's feelings about Alan and the unsettling threat. Tracy can't stop thinking about the strange things she has discovered about Alan Laurent. She has a very bad feeling about Alan's true identity and can't help but feel anxious about the threat he may pose to the Abbott family, especially to Jack. This feeling will drive Tracy to action, and she will not hesitate to dig deeper to find out more about Alan and the possible connections between him and Martin Laurent. This will put Tracy in a lot of trouble, as she not only wants to protect her family but also has to deal with dark secrets that could affect her loved ones. She starts her own investigation, and soon, Tracy will find out some terrifying truths about Alan, and these discoveries will completely change the relationship between her and Jack. While Tracy is pursuing her investigation, Chance Chancellor is also constantly monitoring important details related to Alan Laurent. Previously, there was a security footage at a hardware store, and Chance is analyzing that video to find the connection between Alan and those involved in the captive game. By analyzing this footage, Chance may discover an important clue about who bought the equipment from the store, which could be related to the conspiracies and secrets surrounding Alan Laurent. Not only does this bring Chance closer to unraveling the plot, it could also be the key to helping the Abbott family realize the bigger threat lurking. As clues begin to emerge, Chance will no longer be able to ignore these suspicious signs. He will have to continue investigating and connecting the information he collects to find the truth. This will bring Chance into a tense confrontation with characters related to Alan, and may open up a thrilling plot in the following episodes. While Diane is eager to show off the changes at the Abbott Mansion and Jack is focused on other matters, Tracy will continue to push forward with the investigation into Alan Laurent. She will feel the need to protect the Abbott family from the dangers that Alan may pose, and this could make her a key figure in solving the secrets that threaten the family. This situation promises to create a lot of tension in the relationship between Tracy, Jack, and Alan, as secrets about their identities and pasts are gradually revealed. Tracy's decisions will have a big impact on the future of the Abbott family, especially her relationship with Jack. Will Tracy be able to convince Jack of her suspicions about Alan? And how will this threat completely change the Abbott family picture? The end. The connections revealed. This story is slowly unfolding with surprising connections and hidden intrigues behind the identity of Alan Laurent. The secrets of Martin Laurent's past and the complicated relationships between the characters will create a dramatic confrontation. Viewers will be unable to take their eyes off the screen as these thrilling plots continue to develop, and there are sure to be many surprises in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. The Young and the Restless continues to keep viewers on the edge of their seats with emotional and tense developments. The plot surrounding the new relationship between Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson has opened a new chapter of hope and romance in their lives. However, at the same time, the secrets and complicated relationships in the Newman family's past are gradually revealed, as Michael Baldwin decides to delve into the dark details related to Victor Newman and his relationship with Aristotle Dumas. These tensions not only affect the characters but also have a strong impact on their lives, creating a fascinating and surprising story. Adam and Chelsea. Romantic reunion. One of the notable events in recent episodes is the reunion of Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson. After a long time apart, the two finally found each other again, and the bond between them was strongly restarted. In contrast to the storms and twists of the past, Adam and Chelsea decided to start over, and this time, they both believed it was the right thing to do. As they worked together to overcome the difficulties of the past, they both agreed that they deserved a new chance at love. This reunion is not simply a healing of old wounds but also a rebirth of a relationship that has gone through many challenges. Chelsea, despite her previous fears and doubts, felt his sincerity and determination when she met Adam. Adam, despite his past mistakes, now wants to show that he can be the man Chelsea needs. The two will continue to embrace their new beginning with a strong belief in love and the future. This scene not only brings the audience a romantic and emotional moment, but also shows the emotional maturity of the two characters. Adam and Chelsea have finally found harmony, and their bond is an important factor in creating positive changes in their lives. While Adam and Chelsea enjoy the joy of a new beginning, another concern arises regarding the Newman family. Michael Baldwin, a talented lawyer and longtime friend of the Newman family, begins to feel the need to investigate Victor Newman's past after he hints at his relationship with Aristotle Dumas, a highly influential figure in the past. The appearance of Aristotle Dumas' name in the story is not only surprising but also opens up a big question about what really happened between him and Victor. Aristotle, a man with a complicated relationship with the Newman family, is said to have played an important role in the family's past events. Michael's decision to question Victor about this relationship may lead to important revelations, perhaps even unraveling long-buried secrets. Michael, with his sharp analytical ability, will not stop searching for the truth. The question of Victor's relationship with Aristotle seems to have been covered up for a long time, but now, Michael is determined not to let anything get past him. His deeper investigation will shed light on dark corners of Victor's past and may lead to major changes in the relationships between characters in the Newman family. As Michael continues to question Victor about Aristotle Dumas, disturbing details begin to emerge. Victor, despite being a strong and powerful man, cannot help but feel confused when confronted with his past. His relationship with Aristotle was not a close one, but rather, there seemed to be a deep animosity between them. Victor's revelations about the time he and Aristotle worked together will make viewers think about his past decisions. Victor, while revealing the arguments and disagreements in their relationship, also does not hesitate to share his regrets about what happened. It seems that his relationship with Aristotle went too far, leading to events that Victor does not want to remember. Although he does not want to mention the complicated details of the past, Michael will not let it go easily and continues to dig deeper into these secrets. The tension between Victor and Aristotle seems to have not been resolved, and it is likely that the conflict between the two will continue to be a factor in the upcoming episodes. Both characters have their own reasons for keeping their past secret, but as the truth begins to come out, the story will become more and more complicated. Victor and Aristotle Dumas' future showdown. Victor's new revelations are just the beginning of an inevitable showdown between him and Aristotle Dumas. With their past conflicts unresolved, it seems that the two will inevitably come face to face in a direct confrontation. While Victor is always looking to protect his family and maintain power, Aristotle has his own agenda, and his appearance will create big waves on the young and the restless. Viewers will witness tense confrontations, where each character tries to protect their secrets. The situation becomes more complicated as regrets and old relationships are gradually exposed. The battle between Victor and Aristotle will not only be a battle of wits but also a psychological war, where each of their decisions can change the situation of the entire Newman family.